Okay, shout out, Bible verse, let's go. Yeah, no, this is another Brain Rot video, by the way. Alright, Phoenix, let's get your comment out the way. Personally, I'm not a fan of Superman, mostly because he's too powerful to ever threaten him. Jesus Christ.
A few minutes later.
He consistently overpowers his weaknesses to the point where it doesn't matter. Also, I prefer a dark show. Okay? The point of Superman is not to struggle. The point of Superman is that there is always hope, that there is always truth and justice shining through, and that goodness will always prevail. That is quite literally the point onto why he's so powerful, at least most of the time. And as far as him being too powerful, he's vulnerable to magic and kryptonite. Magic is very abundant in the DC universe, and kryptonite, for some reason, everyone seems to be able to get their hands on it. And as far as like you preferring a darker show, to each their own, but yeah, no. I don't know why people keep missing the point of Superman. It isn't the fact that he's the most skilled hand-to-hand fighter. It isn't the fact that he's, oh so weak and he struggles. The point isn't the struggle. He's not the underdog. That isn't the point. But anyway, I'm moving on in a tangent. Y'all get the point. I disagree, but shout out to you, Phoenix, for even commenting. Peace. And our Bible verse goes as follows. He that is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone. John 8:7. I picked this verse for a very specific reason, and we're going to get into it in the video. I don't want to spoil it, but let's get into it now.
70,000 men in a group chat. 70,000 men in a group chat. What are they discussing? How to harm women and children.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop it right here. Yeah, first and foremost, 70,000 men doesn't even make up the complete population or even half of the population of American men, let alone men in the entire world. That's over 1 billion. So it's like man versus bear all over again. It's like y'all lumped us in with murderers, killers, and just because a few bad men exist in this world. Most men, literally on average, and y'all know this for a fact, won't even lay a hand on a woman. They're literally taught since birth to never even strike a woman. Now, do some of those men exist? Yes, but it isn't even taught. Men are indoctrinated to literally never put a hand on a woman, even in serious cases where it would be okay. I'm so tired of this. Like, I don't get why y'all act so childish. It's like, I want to believe that women are smarter than this. I want to believe that women aren't as emotional as they let on social media, but this is literally the most childish thing in the world. Oh, because 70,000 men in a specific group chat, in a specific comment section, or in a specific group or subsect of group in the internet say bad things about women, it automatically means every single man is inherently evil. That includes sons, that includes fathers, etc. But I don't think y'all are gonna lump men into that category. I don't think y'all would do that. But for some reason, y'all act as though online, when y'all get these cameras up, all of a sudden every single man is devil spawn. And it's so weird to me because literally, y'all are not perfect. And I say this because I know for a fact that women don't exactly say the most polite and graceful things about men at all. I'm 90% sure that y'all say that, I am 99.99999% sure that women say this the exact same thing about men, if not worse, because it's more accepted to slander men on the day-to-day. I know this, and I'm pretty sure even women in the comments know this. Yeah, I'm sorry, no. Are we just gonna forget that the whole kill all men thing actually existed? That was a real thing. Like, let's not pretend as if women don't say the same thing. He who without sin cast the first stone. I don't understand this. Like, y'all will swear up and down that y'all are just the most nice and polite women, even behind closed doors when you think no one is listening. What are we talking about here? God knows your heart. He knows what you say behind closed doors, so why lie? Why pretend as if men are the only ones who have darkness in their hearts? Last time I checked, we are human as well. But for some reason, that just constantly gets ignored in these type of conversations, let alone the absurdity of 70,000 men making up any majority of any subsect of group, whether it be man or woman. I don't know. I feel like a lot of women, they don't think with their heads, they think with their emotions. Whatever makes them feel afraid, then they are afraid. Whatever makes them feel secure, then they are secure. Everything else, as far as logic, rational thinking, just goes out the wayside. And I don't think I'm too, in the hot seat for saying that. I think that's just true. I think that's just a general fact. But you can disagree if you want to, go for it. But yeah, no, this is just silly. And the fact that people are literally even taking this into any consideration is hilarious to me. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, imagine women being on Call of Duty lobbies. Like, they wouldn't last a second. Truthfully, like, and I'm talking like way back when, even now, like, Jesus Christ, like, this is absurd. I just don't get this. Why do so many women online feel like every man is a devil? Like, I just don't get it. But yeah, no, I just don't get it. but let's continue anyway. Let's just get it through.
A few minutes later.
All right, I had to pace myself. Let's just get into it.
And this includes the women in their families, including their mothers. I don't know, y'all, we going into a new year. If this is not a sign, ladies, for you to be decentering men, if this, girl, 70,000. Putting all that energy into plotting and scheming against women, why don't they just sleep together? Problem solved. Keep us.
Yeah, and there it is right there. Also, like I said, this is purely emotional. This is just an emotional response. And I don't get why so many women do this. Newsflash. Even if you want to believe that all men just hate and want to delete all women from the census, even if you wanted to believe that, why is it that the conversation always turns into homosexuality? Like, I don't get the correlation. Like, for example, you wouldn't say to a racist, since you hate me as a black person, you must really want to be with a black person. What? Hatred doesn't equal sexual attraction. I dead ass don't get where the correlation comes to when it comes to men. Anytime a man does anything to a woman that she doesn't like or doesn't feel like it's fair to her, automatically we gotta be gay. How? Again, I'm just trying to find the connective tissue to that statement and to that mindset because I genuinely don't